Fun fact, exams. Now, academics, listen to me. Paper 2 for your languages. Breathe. Okay, you've got this. This is an incredibly tricky situation where some people are absolutely amazing at it and other people find this the most hardest part of school. You're not abnormal because you don't want to read. You're not abnormal because you like to read. Poetry is hard. Literature can be boring. How you study it needs to be according to your abilities, but we'll get into that when we do study strategies. How is the paper laid out? So let's talk about how the exam is structured. So it does not matter what your language is, English, Afrikaans, Zulu, one of the 11 national languages, French, German, does not matter. There's a difference between home language, first additional language, and I'm assuming that others, I have not personally done second additional, third additional. Okay, so I'm unskilled when it comes to that. But home language versus FAL. Section A is going to be your poetry. Section B and C is going to be your drama and your novel. In Section A, they're going to give you 4 seen poems out of the list that you have been given and 1 unseen poem. They must give you the poem, so you don't need to study it off by heart. They must give you the poem to analyze. So above is going to be the poem, and then at the bottom are going to be your contextual questions or your essay question. So say, for instance, they'll give you 4 options. 1 will be an essay, and then 3 will be contextual, and then you must make a choice of 2. Read your instructions. That is how it should be laid out. If it's not laid out like that, there must be reasons. So read your instructions. And then the unseen poem is usually out of 10 marks. Don't freak out, okay? They mark it on a much easier standard because it's unseen, like you're attempting at this. So even the memo is a little bit more lenient. It'll always say underneath, like, or any other relevant answer. So as long as you justify what you're saying, you should be fine. What would be wise is to actually speak to someone who marks a paper like this and ask them their insights. Then Section B and Section C is going to be a drama and a novel. For home language, you have a choice between an essay question and a contextual question for the one, and then same for the other, contextual and an essay. To me, I find essays easier, where contextuals I find a little bit more difficult, where other people are completely opposites. You have to pick one out of them. But if you choose the essay for one, you must choose the contextual for the other one. You cannot produce 2 essays or 2 contextuals. If you do, they are not going to mark both of them, see which one has the highest mark, and then give you that mark. That's not how it works. They will scratch a line through it, and they will say EQ exceeds quotient. Read your instructions.